everybody's making a stink right now with this is Doug Moneyberg, or what's his name, Don Moneyberg or something like that. He's got his black belt in 3.5 years. Who cares? When I see that, I think, yeah, maybe he's performing like a black belt. Maybe he's an amazing athlete, and he performs like a black belt. But there's things you can't learn unless you just spend the time on the mat. Unless you put you can't compress 10, 15 years into 3.5 years. So what's your metric for a black belt? Is it that you're like mopping the mat with everybody? Is it that you can teach really well? What is your metric? For me, and I think for most people, the knowledge, the ability to perform all of being a good human being, a positive attitude. Those are all things. Being like a mentor for you guys who are very, very important to this gym and to those guys. So that for me is the black belt. I'm emotional because I've known this guy for a really long time. He's trained pretty much the same amount of time as I have. But he's been very true, and he's been very, I want to earn my black belt. I want to compete. I want to know that I'm a black belt. He and I have competed against each other. I think more than once. And there were times where we were the same belt. I was a white belt, he was a white belt. I was a blue belt, he was a blue belt. I was a purple belt, he was a purple belt. I've been here all week working with the military all week, getting the snot beat out of me by these military people. My body's sore. I want to go home and see my wife and my dog. But it was very important to me that I would be here for Anthony. So please come up here.
Today, I was supposed to be competing in Toronto, and I got a message from Chris about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Hey, is there any way you could not do that and come to the seminar? So, I kind of had an idea, but it's like a great honor. I can't thank personnel. Thank you very much. And all the instructors, everybody. I gotta thank every one of you from brand new to around for a long time. If I drilled with you, I rolled with you, you asked me for help in some way, that all just that I've been training for a long time. I didn't start until a little bit later. I was 31 when I started. And in a couple of months, it will be my 20th anniversary of training jiu-jitsu. So a little bit longer than sort of the average. I spent quite a bit of time in clubs with no black belt to do any promotions. So like I was a white belt for 8 years and purple belt for 7 years, but even like everybody is probably going to have some point in their mind where they think about, do I want to keep doing this? My body's killing me. You know, is it worth it? And all I can say is, you're going to have those moments. You accept them. If you need a little break, a week or two, take it. There's no problem with that. Let your body heal. And then you come back and you're ready to go. And I have nothing but the wish for every single one of you to be standing here at some point. If that's the case, then I feel like my job has been done. Right? So I want to motivate every single one of you. Every instructor that I've had, it's been a value to me in some way. Whether it's the first club I started at, the club here. I'm part of the Globetrotters, BJJ Globetrotters, as many of you know. I've had tons of great instructors there, and I've learned something from each and every one of you. Thank you for pretty much my only friend at work for coming today to see this. And I probably owe not probably, I do owe the biggest thanks to my wife, Christina. I was just mentioning, I started training Muay Thai about 6 months before I started Jiu-Jitsu. And at that time, Christina was pregnant with our son. I think he's back there somewhere.
Yeah, yes.
He's not a baby anymore. But she was pregnant with our son, about 6 months pregnant.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's, from what I understand, that's a bit of a stressful time. But she was always said, yeah, go train, no problem. And then 3 months after she'd given birth, she said, you know what, I think I'd like to come try. So, great, something that we can do together. And of course, we had to make arrangements. And then when I started training jiu-jitsu, it got even harder. But look, life's gonna get in the way, right? Like, we're young people, you're gonna have jobs, you're gonna have families, things are gonna have to take a priority. If your goal in life is to be a professional jiu-jitsu competitor or run your own school, then you will make the sacrifices that you need to make with the rest of your life to be here every day. If your goal is to train and have fun, practice the art, then that jiu-jitsu might not be the #1 goal or the #1 priority. But as long as it's always a goal in your mind, you'll achieve whatever you want to achieve.